Feeling strong now, won't be long now. Feeling strong now.
And here we are. All right, it is Gauntlet time for Mr. Jeckfeet.
Very exciting stuff.
The perfect commander. So, that is the intro. That's the theme song for Mr. Jeckfeet while it was the reigning tabletop royale champion. And I feel like Jeckfeet's got a pretty good shot against the Gauntlet. It's already beaten Phage, so we think it's. I think it's probably got like a 66% chance to win that game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 66, but it's definitely 60. Yeah, I would say.
Vibius. I think Jeckfeet probably smokes Vibius.
I would imagine so.
Just because Jeckfeet's so good at controlling the board. Luria. Did it actually play Luria?
I don't think it did.
Okay, so it dodged Luria, but Jeckfeet is a deck that's resilient versus Mark of Dis specifically because its creatures are so bad. I shouldn't say bad, but
they're low power.
They don't live, right? I literally do not think it can be. None of the Shadow's creatures survive a Mark of Dis, so you cannot be Marked of Dis into that house. A lot of the Dis creatures in the deck are like Imp Specters and Brabbles, so there's situations where you can't get marked then. And logos in this deck with like Redacted, there's a lot of times where you get Mark of Dis into Redacted, you don't mind, right?
Yeah.
So, because you're trying to use the Redacted to close out the game. Luria, I think it's probably 50-50. Probably tilted in Jeckfeet's favor. And finally, Gasolina, I think, is probably favored Jeckfeet because Jeckfeet's just really good at taking on boards.
I think it's got a shot to do very well.
Yeah.
Of course, things don't always play out like we predict.
Yeah.
So
the Barkus, I think, presents an interesting problem for it because Barkus can be a fast deck.
Yeah. So. And there's no like big Amber check in Jeckfeet, so Barkus can go as high as it wants.
Right.
There's just the effervescent, but
exactly,
you gotta have it.
Just the principle. And oftentimes, honestly, I think in Barkus Rex, you're fine forcing the opponent to take a chain because that means they're gonna kind of like stumble for just a little bit. So
there's the info on the Gauntlet. Code Red's dropping in the chat.
When was the last time we did a Gauntlet?
I want to say November. I think it was November.
I think the Gauntlet has been on the shelf for a while. Yeah. So
we did the Tabletop Royale Championship, and that drove us into the new year. And we've done other stuff since then. I think it might have been before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
I did a big write up on the Gauntlet over Thanksgiving, just that way. Anybody who has stumbled into our stream since then could check that out and. So I'm going first, and get kind of like caught up on it. So yes, the vintage Dragon Shields
feels good.
I'll say Dis and I will play Brabble. So you go ahead.
Say Shadows. I will Relentless Whispers the Brabble.
Okay.
That image blowing up. I'll play a Special Delivery, Skeleton Key, and a One Last Job. Your turn. We checking in? Did we get started? Yeah, we just got started.
Yep. First game. So, game 1. All right, I am going to say Logos. I'll play Diametric Charge. I will play an Infomorph and a Novu Dynamo, and it is your turn. I will draw.
Can we ever put a stipulation on a championship match? I would say no, because we want the championship match to...
Championship match stands on its own. Championship is...
always best of 3.
Archon Vault Tour Finals.
Yeah.
A simulator, right? That's what we go for there. The undercard stuff, I think the undercard stuff is good for stipulation matches, because I think Keyforge is a game that's robust enough that you can kind of get sort of goofy with, because I do think a lot of Keyforge players enjoy the zany in the game.
And I am not approving non-glare dragon shields as a stipulation for our stream, so you can throw that right out the window. I'm going to say Untamed. I'm going to use Special Delivery on Infomorph, but I'm going to use a Vigor on it to heal it.
Okay.
After that. I'll play Regrowth, and I'll play a Common Cold. And I'm done.
Alright, I am going to start of the turn, discard an Infomorph to Novu Dynamo. I will say Logos. I'm going to Effervescent. I will get a Chain. I am going to play an Even Ivan, and I will Reap twice. I will drop the Chain and draw 2, and it is.
Say Shadows. I'll play. Maybe I'll say Shadows. Yeah, I'll say Logos. I'll play a Strange Gizmo. I'll play a Brain Eater. I'll play a Lab Work. Sure.
Alright, start of the turn. I'm going to discard Research Smoko to Novu Dynamo. I will say Shadows. I'm going to Vandalize.
Draw first, I guess.
Yeah. I think that is the best one to get rid of. And I will play Reckless Rizzo and a Demo Thief. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. I legally don't have to say check. Yeah, Justin and I saw that. It's not a good sign unless it is. But I think it's a bad sign.
You gotta stay optimistic, okay? Yeah. This is an optimistic stream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Shadows.
Our on-camera personas are optimistic.
Yeah. I'll say Shadows. I will... Or no, actually, I will say Logos. I'm gonna Twin Bolt Emission, Rizzo, and Infomorph. What did you do?
I hit key. I think it was just the control.
Jeez.
Rizzo and Infomorph?
Yeah. Okay. I will... Actually, I'll do Even Ivan.
Okay.
For 2. I'll Reap with Brain Eater. Play a Neutron Shark. I'll get Skeleton Key and Novu Dynamo. Or save the pack. I will get Brain Eater and Even Ivan. So check with 7. Yeah, at the end of the day, we just don't know the direction that Fantasy Flight is taking right now, and they're definitely changing a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. We'll play Keyforge till then, though.
Yeah.
How many card games do you guys own? A lot. A lot.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
Not as many as we once did because we've sold out of some of them.
Best way for a new player to learn and get into Keyforge right now in the Corona apocalypse. Don't TCO is an optimal play. I think TCO is probably a good place if you have someone like you're playing with you on voice chat and like going through stuff and not just jumping into random games with people because
I think a lot of the people on the TCO don't view it as an entry point to the game themselves, so they don't treat the people on there who might be looking for it to be an entry point into the game.
Like I've seen a lot of complaints about the beginner queue recently on TCO being like people playing really high powered decks for some reason. But yeah, I would recommend finding someone, and there's a lot of helpful discords out there. Ours is helpful, and I would also recommend Sanctimonious. There's a lot of people that are willing to hop in a Discord channel with you and just kind of go over some plays, teach you how to play, maybe show you some things about your deck that you wouldn't catch on the first few plays. So
yeah,
I saw this way. I've never wanted to buy more product in ALCG. Buying stuff felt like a chore to play tournaments. In Keyforge, I love buying decks. 200k new decks since October without a new set. That I agree. That's pretty good.
So
right?
yeah, I think there is a fundamental. Well, so I think there's a fundamental flaw in LCG design in that
You only sell the thing one time ever.
It gets harder to get into the game the longer the game's gone out. So there's almost always attrition to the game, I feel.
And it's like unavoidable attrition too.
So, but like when you sit down and you do the math, getting into something like Netrunner 3 years into it is like the price of buying a standard Magic deck. Sometimes.
Also, you might not be able to find it because it's out of print. Like this first run of
that's
stuff is out
true.
of print.
That's true.
That's a problem I had with Lord of the Rings.
Now the thing was, for a long time I was the only person buying any LCGs near me.
Yeah.
But since I had every card, I had every deck, and so I could hand a deck to a friend to teach to play. So I do think LCGs.
So the problem with LCGs is that they are too consumer friendly.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Perhaps.
they're not predatory enough, right?
Which is, I think, why the co-op ones have survived, because they're marketed in a way to where it's just a board game with expansions.
Correct. And the competitive ones stick around for like 4 years and then limp around and die off.
And there's no whales in LCGs. That's a good point too. Yeah. With all the Arkham Horror packs, let me say it's not always easy, but yeah, my Commander deck's way more expensive. You consider Scalp with it.
Correct. Yeah, because I am pro LCG.
Yeah.
I understand from a player perspective they aren't for everybody. And I do think structurally there are problems with it that Fantasy Flight has really discovered in the last 10 years.
I mean, like we know that they've all failed. Every competitive one has failed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I would say failed. Right? They may have only been. I mean, but compare an LCG lifespan to your average CCG lifespan,
probably
and they look pretty good.
Yeah.
Warhammer Invasion, whatever. Not Invasion.
Conquest.
Conquest was around before the license got pulled, but not Invasion. The other one, the flippy one, the latest one,
the
Champions. Yeah. Champions was what, 3 sets?
I think so. Yeah.
Right. So a year and a half, maybe gone. Take a look at I would say the Transformers card game, maybe clocked in 2 years. L5R was out for what, 5, 6 almost.
Since Fantasy Flight had it.
Yeah, I think it was 2015, 2016 is when it came out. I was playing it pretty actively when I was working at Empire.
Came out 2017. Okay, so
2017, 4 years, right? So you get more lifespan out of an LCG compared to a TCG. So it's one of those where I've worked on the retail side. I haven't worked on the product side ever, right? To really determine what you would consider successful, right? So, all right. Anyway, I am going to say Shadows. Yeah, I'll say Shadows. I will play a Spike Trap. I will play a Dark Wave. Does not touch any of these creatures.
It's a mutant.
Does not actually touch any of these creatures.
Hey.
And I will... It's the same. I'll look over there, my Infomorph.
Yeah, it's the same, because you...
Yeah. And that's that. I'll draw 3, and then the Gizmo.
Alright, so Gizmo happens, I forge. Nothing to steal.
Say Checkfeet.
I'm gonna say Shadows. I'll pick up the archive. I'll play Too Much to Protect. Kill 2. I will play Special Delivery. And a Relentless Whispers. And a Hidden Stash.
Okay.
Check 6.
I will forge. I am going to say this. Play Dominator Bobble. I'll play Brabble. I will play Pain Reaction. I will Mark of Dis my own Brabble to destroy it and get 1. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Untamed. Yeah, I'll just say untamed. I'll discard Full Moon. I'll play Nature's Call. I'll play Fertility Chant. I'll play a Regrowth. Unfortunately, I did not have any untamed creatures. It burst is harder. Not even any in the discard pile. But I'll get back Neutron Shark with the... I'll say check. With 11.
Okay, I'll say Shadow, so I'll play Subtle Auto and Rad Penny. And we'll draw 2.
Special Delivery does not purge Rad Penny, right?
Correct. It's like original Bad Penny. She'll get shuffled in. So.
When's card game Necromancer coming back? That's a good question. We haven't
ironed
out a date or anything like that, or even clarified that it was in fact coming back. We have Dark Tidings for Keyforge coming out soon, so that'll be our focus.
That's going to be our focus. Yeah. We do have original Netrunner. We've got
Adventure Time card
game. We do
game.
have the Adventure Time card game.
I really did not like that game.
The game is bad.
Yeah, I really don't like that game. I'm gonna say Logos, pick Dark. I'm gonna play Library Access.
Man, he got
play
the Marcus draw.
Play Spectral Tunneler. Draw. Play Neutron Shark. I will draw first. I'll use Neutron Shark ability. So I will. I'll destroy the Library of Babel and the Dominator Bobble. And then I'll flip a card.
A huge asterisk on it.
I will play a Phase Shift. Draw. With the Phase Shift, I will play a Vigor. And I'll go in Special Delivery, Settle Auto. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Dis. I'm going to play Dominator Bobble. I will break Key. And I will Skix Uno. So I'll get 2 counters. And Shark is dead.
I did forget to draw a figure, but I didn't draw a Lotus card, so.
Red Penny shuffled back in.
Forge again. The reforging. Alright. I played Untamed. Just play that stuff.
My Tiger kills. So he reshuffled before I drew the Infernus.
Yeah. That's a big deal. We never did put Barkus up against Mystery Jeckfeet, nope.
Alright, my turn. I am going to Dark Wave. Oh, I will Forge. So I will Dark Wave and play Bow. And your turn. Oh, see.
Alright. I'll say Logos.
They have damage on.
Oh yeah.
It's relevant since you have Vigor.
Yes.
You could end up in a situation where you...
Play Gizmo. Play Fogify. Play Brainier. Play Shark. Get Mighty Tiger in the Bobble. I guess I'll get Shark. And I'm done. Jag with 6.
Okay, I am gonna say Dis. I'm gonna play Gateway. I'll draw and chains. I am gonna play Infernus and Inspector. I may as well purge from you. You've only got 1, so I will purge. Break Key is not useful for the rest of the game. And honestly, feels like Dark Wave isn't that good in this matchup, so I may as well purge those. Alright. That's my turn. I'll drop Chain and draw 1.
Alright. Say Logos. Play Phase Shift. Play Adventurer. The Phase Shift will put the Skeleton key into play. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Redacted. I am going to play Titan Engineer. I will play Cyber Clone. I'll purge the Keo and draw. I will play a Munchling. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 3. Okay, that's the bottom 3 cards of this deck. Humex, Rad Penny. So, you've seen how many board wipes have happened this game.
Say Shadows. I'll play Naughty. Play Moon Cursor. I'll play One Last Job. Steal 2. I will Relentless Whispers, the Imp Spectre. Purge a card. And I'm done.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Rad Penny. And Rad Penny, shuffle and draw.
Jeckfeet does take a little bit of time, like, to get going, right?
Well, if you don't draw the Rad Pennies, I drew the rat, like, I drew one, but the other one was down in the bottom of the deck somewhere. Right? Like, if I had been, every time I had taken a Shadows turn, I had played a Rad Penny, I think this game would be much, much closer. Alright, and then I draw. And I will put Opportunist on Cyber Clone. And Cyber Clone captures. And it is your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Okay. Gonna play this Treasure Map. Just gonna try to get high as possible.
No.
Your turn.
I will say Logos. I'll play Qmex and try to hit Effervescent. It's not Effervescent. I can reap the threaten. I guess I don't threaten with my energy. That's game. I think that was kind of draw dependent.
Yeah, Barkus was on fire. I will say.
I think
that just kind of happens with Barkus too, right?
Yeah. I think sometimes you get the awesome draw with it, and I think I drew fairly poorly with Mr. Jeckfeet. So.
Yeah, if any store near us was like discounting decks at that kind of rate, we would definitely buy them up.
Yeah,
exactly. Printing a chant would have been huge.
I drew he had no cards in he had no cards in his deck, right? So he had a full discard pile, and then I drew Infernus, meaning he plays one card next turn, he draws, right? Because he got the first key and immediately threatened the second key, despite the fact that he had nothing on the board with Strange Gizmo, right? Like he went from a full clean board, no amber, to 6 amber, and left nothing too, right? So
was our event list hidden? Why is this not? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's been hidden for an amount of time. I don't know how long.
Which one?
The event list of subs and stuff.
Oh yeah. Maybe for Fight Nights. I don't know. Could have been pushed.
I think it was for a board game stream. I think it was for
board game stream. Okay.
I think it was for when we did Half Truths. We're back though. We're back. And now, K. Vivius versus Mr. Jeckfeet. Barkus Rex is just one of those decks that can win almost any matchup.
It's
just
fast
so fast.
Yeah. I mean, I think the game was competitive.
Oh yeah,
it was when you drew back through the deck, you had all the Shadows creatures, and then also hit the One Last Job because you played the One Last Job at the very beginning of the game. So
yeah. So the Gauntlet is one deck plays against five different decks that are like representative of different types of meta decks.
Yeah,
and we see how well the one deck can do.
Yeah, so that link right there has got a write-up for the Gauntlet that I did back in November of last year. Yeah, exactly. The goal is to stress test a deck, right? See what and the decks that we've got are pretty good, but are like as close to a solid archetype as a Keyforge deck can be. So Barkus is a very fast deck, right? So can Jeckfeet handle decks that burst? And Jeckfeet has a solid amount of Amber control, right? So in that game, it was like barely hanging on. And Kvibius is like an opposite kind of deck. Kvibius wants to just squat on the table, right? Like it just wants to generate a very large board presence and use it to generate Amber. So now I think it's got Grump Buggy, which seems like a card that's pretty good against Jeckfeet. So. Yeah, exactly. The Comp-Phage matchup, I think, is in the favor of Jeckfeet.
We know how it works out in a best 2 of 3, but you know it could happen.
Yeah, we'll play Comp-Phage.
Yeah,
so
of course we're playing it. It's still got to beat it during the Gauntlet
right.
to get the record, to earn the record. Because I don't know if you remember. First match, or the first game of Jeckfeet versus Comp-Phage, Jeckfeet got destroyed.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
I think this is a...
9. 8. 8. 8. 11. Okay.
Okay, I will definitely play him.
Yeah, well, that was the first game of the best of 3 match. Mr. Jeckfeet won the next 2, and then at 2 of the second matchup for it. Okay.
I couldn't get anything to line up in Comp-Phage. As good as I drew with Comp-Phage throughout the rest of the tournament, I could not get it to work in the title match.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Oh yeah, the storylines, they're there. They're just
The storylines are written.
Roadrunner throws in some stuff occasionally in the intros, and Code Red did as well. So yeah, digging into the history is a really cool thing. I like that our intro people do. Is when they're like, oh, this person lost to this deck for round 1 of the World Supply Tournament. Like, I didn't even realize that. I didn't remember that. Thank you for that sub, Lord Callus.
Appreciate that a lot.
Or Kalos. Kalis.
It's like Klingon.
You're nothing because of the subscription. Sorry. Kalos. Got it. Rerolled. This is okay. I will display this even out.
All right, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to discard Coward's End. I will play Grump Buggy. I will play Foozle. I'll give Foozle Blood of the Titans. And I will... another thing that we did when we were deciding decks for the Gauntlet is that we went through and we tried to make sure that there wasn't any more, like, we didn't overload the Gauntlet with particular houses, right? We tried to keep a fairly diverse set. Okay, I am going to make an unorthodox play. I'm going to 3 Fates so I can get the 10, the 4, and the 1. I will play Anguish and I will play Tesmal. And it is your turn. I will draw.
I'll say this. I'll play Dominator Bobble. I'll play a Brabble. Play Skixuna. Lose 1. Shuffle this in. I'll get 4 counters. It is the reigning Swindle Champ. That's true. That's true. However, Marcus Rex would not have been in that Swindle tournament. Just saying.
think the betting ended, Art Boy.
Oof. Yep, it's over.
Didn't see the message. People are in. It may have gotten bumped by the subscription. Could have been before the subscription. I don't know. Oh, right, my turn. I am going to say Sanctum. I'm going to play Hadroth's Wall. I'll play Opal Knight, which doesn't do anything here. I'll play Lord Baltram, and I'll play Prince Derek. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Bot is not responding? Oh, because you did the Amber command and it didn't do anything?
Yeah, well, could be a delay. I'm not sure.
That's too bad. That's a shame. Yeah. We just blame Stream Elements because they're sometimes awful. Or I'll say Logos.
And they had that corruption one.
Play clone draw. I will purge.
Archon, the Matrix bot is a different bot. Yeah. The Stream Elements bot is a different bot. Archon Matrix bot's controlled by Sky Jedi. I'm
gonna purge Derek.
Yep.
Because it's the potential of doing more than those things do. Yeah. I'll play a Munchling and I'll play Infomorph.
Alright, I am gonna say I'm gonna Binding Irons. I will play a Streak. I will play a Dust Imp. I'll play an Amber Imp. And it is your turn. I will draw
Streak. Binding Irons. I'll say this. I'll play Break Key. I'll play Dominator Bobble. I will use Dominator Bobble to Reap with Infomorph.
Stunned.
I'm gonna play Gateway.
Okay.
I gotta Reap with Skixuna first.
Okay, so I will gain 2 for Dust Imp being destroyed.
I got a lot of chains now. It's your turn.
I will say this. I'll play 2 Banishes. Banish is like medium value against that deck, right? Like it's not bad to banish. I'll play a Schuler and steal 1. I will say check with 6.
Say Shadows. I'll play a Spike Trap. I'll play a Look Over There. Play a Dark Wave. Just do 2 more. I'll play an Opportunist on it. And your turn. Yeah, I gained 1, you captured it.
Yes. Spike Trap, Dark Wave. Okay.
Okay. I should have 1 less Amber.
You were at 4.
Was it 4? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you looked over there and grabbed an Amber.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because it was Spike Trap, Dark Wave. You looked over there and stole 1 from me. Because you were at 3. You were exactly at 4. So this Amber is the unexplained one, right? Okay. So look over there. Spike Trap, Dark Wave. The Opportunist goes here. This Amber does not exist.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, my turn. I am. Here, Brobnar. I guess I'll just say Brobnar. I'll play Calfine. I'll discard Into the Fray. I'll discard the Flex. It's like, I think it's pretty close to actually keeping it here. I'll discard it. All right, it's your turn. I will draw 3.
All right, I'll play Logos. I'll play Redacted. I'll go ahead and Spike Trap the Schuler.
Okay.
Play a Dynamo. I will discard Effervescent. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Sanctum. Oh no, the harder they come, no Dynamo. How do you like it, Jeckfeet?
Dang.
I'll play Sigil of Brotherhood. I'll play Maruk the Marked. I will 1 stood against Mini Maruk.
Just roll a die because of Hadrons.
It's at 7.
Yeah,
it had 4
does.
damage
it
on
still
it.
Does.
Yeah. It had 4 damage on it, so the 3 would kill it. Because it took 2 and then took another
4,
2 and then died to the 3. So so Maruk the Mark already has nothing to fight, and I'll reap with it. I will say check with 8, and it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Play Dis. I'll play Brabble. I'll play Infernus. I'll purge some stuff.
This deck is like virtually immune to Infernus. Like, sure, I'll lose some stuff and I'll kind of feel bad about it, but
I'm done.
alright, so I'll forge for 6. I am gonna say Brobnar, I think. I will sound the horns into an Ogo Pogo. I did lose Shadow of Dis. Actually, I really like Shadow of Dis in this matchup because it blanks Infernuses, it blanks Bow, it blanks Rad Pennies, it blanks like all the annoying stuff, right? Skix Uno. So many cards that the Shadow of Dis blanks here. I am going to reap with Calphine, and I have to make a choice. I will Anger Chieftain Maruk into the Infernus. And he'll capture 1 because he had 1 armor. I'll play Ogo Pogo and Groggins. And it is your turn. I should have actually. I think the correct play is to have Calphine kill both the Brabble and Infernus.
Play Q-Mix. Play Diametric Charge there.
Okay. So that'll do damage, 2 damage. Alright. I am going to say Logos. I will play Evade. I will play a Bond. I am going to Blinding Light Brabble. Maruk is going to Reap. And I will Equalize. I guess I'll move some Amber around. May as well shuffle it around some. Okay. And it is your turn. I will shuffle and draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Shadows. Play Darkwave. Make you lose 1.
Okay.
Play Rad Penny. Draw. Steal. Play a Bow. Deal 1. And up.
Okay, so Maruk is going to end up capturing 2 to the Darkwave. A Bond will take 2. Calphine will take 1. Anger Chieftain will take 1. Ogopogo will take 1. Groggins will take 1. A Bay doesn't take it. And I will draw 4. Alright. I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to into the fray Calphine, who will fight Rad Penny, and before the fight blow up Bow. Shuffled in, shield ready. And then I will just reap 4 times. She doesn't take any damage because of the armor from a Bond. seen the EP. I think I just go ahead and pop this sigil while I'm at it. I'll reap with Abade, toss one off and gain one. Reap with Maruk, and I'll reap with a bond. I'll say check with 9. It's your turn. Draw.
Okay, I'll say Logos. I'll play as Infomorph from this Research Smoko.
You do get one of the redacted.
Yep.
Okay, I will forge. Also feels kind of like a Brobnar turn. Would be a Logos turn. I'm sorry, a Sanctum turn.
Oh, Qmax? Yeah, that's too late.
I'll say Sanctum. I'll play Lion Baltrum. I will reap with Abade. He's gonna throw one off. Get one there. Maruk will reap. Bond will reap. And I will equalize. This on to 1 Abade, 1 Anger. I'll say check with 7, and it is your turn. I'll draw 2.
I'll say Logos, or I'll say Shadows. I'll play a Damo Thief, play Red Penny, play Vandalize. Draw. Discard Dust Imp. I will play a Subtle Auto. Discard Binding Irons. Okay, great. That's it.
Alright, I am gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna burn that stockpile.
Okay.
I am going to play a Foozle. Calfine. Groggins is reaping. Pogo is. Ganger Chieftain's definitely reaping. 7. We're gonna just reap 2 more times. I'll reap with Pogo, and I will reap with Calfine. And I will say check with 9.
Okay. Here comes the most 2000 IQ play you've ever seen. Say Logos. Play a Titan Engineer. I'll play a QMX.
Okay.
The QMX not being played the other turn was to plan for the future turn when I had to draw Effervescent Principle in order to stop this key right here. But I did not draw Effervescent Principle. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cave Vib. I love this deck. As far as just like pure smothering. Just
it was I had Skixuno and Gateway in my hand at the same time. I held Gateway a turn, and I still had to play it like the next turn.
The deck just is so good at generating those boards, right? Like, especially with Grump Buggy. It's like Grump Buggy, any 3 creatures are a problem then, right? Because they just you can't pay 9 a key to win a game, right?
Jeckfeet's getting kind of like butted up. He's new sleeves.
Some of these Gauntlet decks are the same way.
Yeah.
Compphage is 3rd.
Yes.
So you're playing Jeckfeet then, right?
Did I say Compphage? I did say Compphage.
Okay.
Oh, Jeckfeet. Maybe it's just got an off night, you know?
That matchup does not bode well for Luria, right?
I don't think so.
Luria generates this similarly smothering boards. I don't think Luria has as much taxing though.
Yeah, I mean Grump Buggy was like a big deal, right?
Yeah, Grump Buggy is super big problem. So if Grump Buggy was in Worlds Collide, people would put respect on Brobnar's name.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're all. Keep in mind they're like that high because partially because they have more games than any other deck we own. So yeah, I mean that makes Venus's 4-1 even that more impressive.
It's best of 1 games too, right? So you could have like
Venus could run it again and go 05.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know about Venus's inconsistency. Vibius has a lot of tools to win almost any matchup.
Just any fast deck does, right? Like that's the you need Amber to win the game. Decks that generate more Amber are better at winning the game typically because they're just constantly threatening to win the game.
Roll 9.
Yeah.
All right.
I will keep.
Start with Vandalize. Rolling it out first. I'll discard your markets.
It's my signature card.
Actually, is it correct? It's probably not correct to discard Merkins here. Actually, I
think it's bad wrestling IQ to discard them.
I gotta discard
Bombardment. Okay.
Yeah, you can have Merkins.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's bad wrestling IQ to discard the Merkins.
I think it probably is too. All right, your turn.
All right, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm gonna play First Blood and Signal Fire. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2.
We have title match for Sunday, Stormstrong? We do not.
Yeah.
So feel free to drop it.
Yeah, anytime tonight somebody wants to drop a title match, we will respect it.
I'm going to say Dis. I'll play Brabble and Inspector, and I'll discard Gateway. Your turn.
All right, I am going to say Shadows.
We also have one more undercard opened up.
I am going to Oubliette the Brabble. I'll play Diagnose Spy Master. Actually, I guess I should play this Merkins first, right? I'll play Merkins. Okay.
Enjoy.
I will play Dipno. I'll play Gamgee. Keep him out of pain reaction. I will Dusk Chronicles. Archive a card. And it is your turn. I will draw 6.
I'll say Dis. I'm going to Reap with Inspector and just play Skix unit. From the hand. Ah. Bang. That's how we do it. That's how we beat Conphage. Every time. Okay.
Okay, I'll say Mars. I'll play Glixel Proliferator. I'll Mars first and Reap, and I'll archive Orbital Bombardment, and I'll Mars first and Reap and archive the other Mars first. The game would have ended right there had he not hit the Generosity.
No championship match yet, Stormstrong.
And I'll draw 4. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll say
You asked the question and then walked away?
I did answer it immediately. I'll say Logos. I'll play a Cyberclone and Purge. And draw. I guess I'll play this Dynasty Charge first.
Sure.
I didn't draw it. I'll play an Engineer and Morph. Fortress up.
Basically. Okay, I'll put my archives in my hand. I am going to save Mars. I will Orbital Bombardment. Show you 4. I'll do 2, 2, 2 and 2. So twice. Sorry, 4 to that one. Okay, I will play Mars Needs Amber. I will play Mother Gun. I'll play Xanthix Harvester. Mars first. Ready and reap the Xanthix Harvester. And it is your turn. I will see you.
Okay. I'll say shadows. I will look over there, steal one. I'll play Spike Trap. I'll play a Dark Wave, which will kill this guy. And your turn.
I will swindle. And I will draw. Go.
I'll say Logos. I will Effervescent. And Reap twice. Your turn.
Right. I am going to say Shadows. I will discard Bad Penny. I am going to Nerve Blast and kill the Infomorph. The Cyber Clone is better for me if it just stays on the table forever. And then I will Dusk Chronicles and I will archive one. I guess I archive. I think it's safer to archive. Right, I'll say check with 7, and it's your turn. I will draw 4.
Play this. I'll play a Dominator Bobble. I'll break your key.
My key.
I will play in Furnace. Play a Brabble. Some cards here. First. That. I'll read. And go ahead.
Okay, I will forge.
There it is.
I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to play War Chest. I will play way around it.
Sounds good.
I'll play Bramo, so I'll lose this 3, stupid Brabble. I'll play Lollop, I'll play Rock Hurling Giant, I'll throw a rock at Skixuna. Oh, I'll put my archives in my hand, sorry. No, actually I'll leave it. I'll leave it there. I think I prefer it there. I think it's okay. And I will draw 5.
Logos, I'll play Humex. Draw. Play a Dynamo. Play a Smoko. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'll put my archives into my hand. I will put Blood of the Titans onto Rock Howling Giant. I'm going to play a Foozle. Lollop will fight Novu Dynamo. Clash of the Titans are there.
Yeah.
Bramo will fight the Smoko. I'll Gengar Chieftain Bramo into the Q-Mex archives. And then Rock Hurling Giant will fight in Furnace. And war chest for 4. Party war chest. And I will say check with 8. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Alright, well, I'll say dis. Play bobble. I will use Spike Trap.
Okay.
I will pain reaction Foozle.
Okay.
I'll implosion the Ganger Chieftain. And I'm done.
Alright, so I will forge. I will say Brobnar. Reap with Bramo. I'll reap with Lollop. Reap with Rock Hurling Giant. Play Ganger Chieftain to ready and reap. And I will say check with 6. So and sure.
Say shadows. I'll play Rad Penny. Draw on Steel. Play Rad Penny, Steel. Play Day Motif and a Subtle Auto. Something like that, yeah. Okay. I mean, my hits from the hand are good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Honestly, I think I just say Mars here. I'll play Stormcrawler. I'll Hypnotic Command 1 onto Subtle Auto. I'll Mother Gun and show you Containment Field to shoot Subtle Auto. I'm just gonna discard this Containment Field because it's like killing any of those creatures for free. Sucks. And it's your turn. I will draw and then shuffle and draw 2. I could have gone to check with Brobnar there, but I really don't want to do anything about these Shadows creatures right now. So, and if Justin goes back into another Shadows turn and generates like a bunch of Amber, I think I'm fine, right? Like, I think a way for me to lose the game is for Justin to play 2 Rad Pennies for the rest of the game. So.
Yeah, I'll say Shadows. I will play a Dark Wave.
Stormcrawler, Bramo, Lollop. Okay.
I will fight Ganger. So steal 1. This is shuffled. I will fight. That doesn't actually kill it. I wanted to die. I'll fight Bramo. And I guess I can play this Opportunist first. And then attack. And I'll play Reckless Risk.
Okay.
Your turn. I will draw on my last.
Alright. I will
Thanks for stopping by there, Ethan.
yeah, appreciate it. I am going to say Brobnar. Last card in the deck. I guess first things first, Lollop will fight Reckless Rizzo, then I'll play Drummernaut, bounce, Lollop. Play Lollop, I'll reap with
yeah, I think you would have won the game on the spot had you comboed either of those last 2 turns.
Yeah. Ganger Chieftain into Drummernaut. So 2 for Drummernaut into Reckless Rizzo to kill it. Bouncing the Ganger Chieftain, War Chest for 1. I will Ganger Chieftain 2, ready, reap 3, bounce, play 3, ready, reap 4, bounce, play 4, ready, reap 5, bounce, play 5, ready, reap 6, bounce, play 6 ready reap. And check of the 11. I'll draw 2.
Like you, Max.
Hit.
Draw effervescent principle. Yeah, I actually still don't win, or I still don't stop you.
Right, you need like the Titan Guardian or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't have.
It's particularly sweet to win this game after losing the Martian generosity, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I didn't have redacted, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I think
still, even with redacted, it was not in a good
it was not
position.
even close.
Yeah.
I just had that. I had the sweet Comphage early draw.
Yeah, the Mars burst was so insane.
Yeah.
Like that was enough to get you there. Either way, Eddie gets a treat. Very well. You shall get a treat, Mr. Jeckfeet.
Well, that's why Comphage I think is ultimately a good deck. Is that if like when the Brobnar in this deck gets to go, it can like without the combo, the Brobnar that game generated a ton of amber through War Chest and just other stuff. So this is a sleeping dog. Don't you wake this dog.
He's about to be awake. Oh,
He's awake. I've never seen him wake up so fast.
Scared. Treat. You want a biscuit?
Now back to sleep immediately.
The wakey biscuits. All right. Yeah, no, it was interesting how that match played out for sure, or how that game played out. Mr. Jeckfeet's win-loss record is going to take a beating. It's not looking good. Yeah. All right, I am on Luria now.
It's the everybody loves the rise, everybody loves the fall.
It's bad.
You can't take your eyes off the fall.
Mr. Jeckfeet must have taken a horrible injury in that Light Tasker game.
Light Tasker plays dirty, right?
Yeah.
I pulled my amber string. It's hobbling around the court.
We lost to WrestleMania and the wheels came off. I know it's very bad. It's a train wreck. Okay, Mr. Jeckfeet, you gotta do something here.
Yeah.
You can do it. I
Gotta get
believe
back
in
in
you.
it.
I truly believe in Mr. Jeckfeet.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and I'll
Okay.
come back. Hands believe in Jeckfeet. There's a lot of money on Jeckfeet.
A lot of money on Jeckfeet? Okay. Turn on the Eddie cam. Just looking at Nathan walk away. Staring into the camera, asking for more treats. We still need an undercard match, so if anyone wants to redeem one of those, please do. We kind of need it like by the end of the night. If I don't get one, I'll reach out to somebody random, have them set it. Probably one of the YouTube viewers or something. Let's give Eddie a treat. Biscuits? There you go.
I'm doing what you asked.
We got there.
Amber to the moon.
Mr. Jeckfeet has also not gotten off the Mark of Dis in any of these games.
Right. I mark a disc my own creature.
Yeah.
It's pretty dire. Comphage is fairly decent against Mark of Dis.
Yeah, it is.
Like, if you're not wiping the board, you have to, like, wipe the board, right?
Right.
The Brobnar, it's like locking a Brobnar. It's like, okay, I was going to say Brobnar 17 turns in a row until you dealt with all of these idiots. This has the makings of a hand that gets mulligan.
If
I was going first, might consider keeping it, but
you first? I'm first. Okay.
yeah. If I was going first, I'd get an extra card, and I could consider. Opening hand and furnace. Get out of there.
$3.7k more for an undercard match.
At tier 2, I think you accumulate mushroom mans faster than the
That is true. That's
other
true.
one. Other
probably will
subs.
be. That'll be enough for next week, probably, right? Okay. What do we got? All right, I will play Seeker of Truth.
Oh, right. I am going to play Spike Trap and Dark Wave.
Yeah, I think console and mobile are like questionable as far as channel points.
I'll play Red Penny.
Okay. I will say Star Alliance. I'll play Lay of the Land. Draw card.
That he's got a damage.
Oh. I will play Scout Pete, and I'll shoot once. Look at the top. Discard it. Play a Scout Pete. Capture that. Look at the top card. Discard it. Play a Scout Pete. Look at the top card. Discard it. Play Sensor Chief. Your turn.
Scout Pete and re-Scout Pete.
I mean, I'll just keep milling myself. It's
Pete
totally
fell
fine.
out. I will say this. I will play Pain Reaction on somebody who's going to die to the Skixuno. Sounds nice going for Jeckfeet. I think that turn was fine. I had a Skixuno ready. Now, I mean, Justin could play like, 5 Sanctum dudes here. It don't be a world of hurt, but
I'll say this. I will Implosion. Skixuno. I will play.
I mean, Luria is what, 20-something creatures? It's
a lot.
It's a lot.
Thank you, One Star Peeps. 20 months at tier 1.
I appreciate that.
That's pretty pog.
You've been working on some new stuff, right? Saw you were working on some ABR videos.
Yeah.
I am going to play Logos. Out comes a Smoko, out comes Novu Dynamo. And it is your turn. I will draw.
Say this. I will.
Arquad, undercard.
Oh, yeah.
Is
that for.
I think that fills up the undercard, right?
Yeah, it does. For Bill. I'm going to say this. I'm going to read.
Farquad.
I think you redeemed it for Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to mark the Novu.
Okay.
And then I'm going to mark the Smoko. And then Reap with Bonesaw. Reap with Infernus. Play Gleeful Mayhem. 5 to Novu. Kill Infernus. Fight Novu. Kill 1. And your turn.
Okay, I have to say Logos. I am going to play Even Ivan and an Effervescent.
Yeah, the Effervescent. Dang.
Yeah, I held it. I think it's totally. I had the Novu and Effervescent.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
totally
fine.
safe to hold the Effervescent when you've got the Novu because you can always dump it. It's not like a true chain. I'll drop that. What was this? Cybercoin. That.
Oh.
Hey, there's more. All right, and yeah, your turn. I'll draw one.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance. Access denied. Clone. I will particle sweep even Ivan. I'll do a damage to the Infomorph. I'll play Ambassador Lou and do a damage to him. Have the games been close? They were.
Game 1 was close.
Yeah. The check was 6.
The Cave Vapius game was not close.
Yeah, the Confage game wasn't really close either.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough.
The Confage game was exciting for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
But it was. I don't think it ended up being close. I will say Logos. I'm gonna play Redacted. Cyberclone will fight Lou. And I will reap with Infomorph.
It's got 2 armor, right? To purge this thing. Oh, purge Bonesaw.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was thinking purge the 4-2.
Yeah. No. Alright, it's your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay, I'll say Sanctum. Play Lyconite. Play Grey Rider. Ready, fight the Morph. Play Champion. Capture 1. Play Champion. Play Squire. Do a damage.
I'm in trouble.
I'm in danger. Did I forge?
Did you have 6?
I did.
Then you forged.
Okay.
You didn't generate any Ember that turn, right?
Sure did not.
Okay. I will say Shadows. I'm going to play Reckless Rizzo. I'll play Subtle Auto. I will Vandalize. Guess that. It's about the same. Your turn. I'll draw 2. Go ahead.
Sanctum. Play Bulwark. Play Zalvor.
I think I know how the rest of this game goes.
I'm gonna fight Rizzo.
Dead.
I'm gonna reap.
Dead.
I'm gonna ready and fight Rizzo. Or ready and fight Subtle Auto. I will reap. 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 Play Grey Rider. 2, ready. Reap.
You didn't discard for auto?
3. Oh. Oh,
Maybe I
geez.
hit the Grey Rider.
Okay.
All that stuff back.
Oh, yeah, we'll see what happens here. It might, actually.
Am I as good as Justin?
Well,
Medium.
that makes it actually slightly more complicated.
Yeah, I mean, you end up having to fight an extra time.
Yeah.
But you still get the Grey Rider combo out.
Yeah, I started with 0, so we'll start over, right? I started with no Amber. Put stuff back. I have Zalvor in the hand. Okay, so I can
You just like fight,
fight,
reap, fight.
reap, fight, reap. Play Zalvor, play Grey Rider. That's 3 Grey Rider. Ready, reap.
It's 2. It's only 2 Grey Rider.
2. Ready,
'Cause
reap
it's
3.
Yeah, it's reap 1.
Ready, reap
Play
4.
2. Ready, reap 3. Ready, reap 4. Ready, reap 5.
Ready, reap 5.
6.
Ready, reap 6. Ready, reap.
It's 3 Anaphil or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess 4 Anaphil still. Alright, I guess I'll play this. I'll play Dominator Bobble. I'll play Brabble Inspector. I'll draw. Okay, mod check. Gateway.
Gateway. I mean, I think I still just play
Use
Sanctum.
Saints, yeah.
I'll say Amber. Play Amber Heart. I'll fight Bramble.
Evie Leprechaun Emitter. I don't even know this deck.
I'll fight Bramble.
Okay.
What is its Worlds Collide? Imbitable.
Imbitable. Leprechaun?
I will fight Inspector. 67 sass. Is that the silver bullet, you think?
That's a laughable discard there.
Reap with the champion anvils. Reap with Grey Rider.
1.
Ready Lyconite. Ready Reap with Lyconite. Reap with Grey Rider. 2.
2.
Ready Reap with Grey Rider.
3.
Ready Reap with Grey Rider.
4.
Ready Reap with Grey Rider.
5.
Ready Reap with Grey Rider.
6.
Ready and Reap with Anvil. Done.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play a Rad Penny. I'll play a Daemon Thief. I am going to look over there, Squire Alice. I will then Spike Trap. Lose the game.
Need someone to usurp the evil overlord Light Tasker. I gotta find Eevee. I'm not sure who
Jeckfeet's getting.
Let's see.
We
Where's my mouse?
We're gonna upload this to a certain pornographic site later on. Because whatever Jeckfeet's doing, it's not playing Keyforge.
I don't know what it's doing. This is your deck. No, I'm not logged in. This is my deck.
Okay. Morpheus, Double Eddy.
Zenzi, it's got the same, yeah.
Lots of Grasping Vines.
Yeah, Grasping Vines are a big deal.
Oh man, I don't know if this Untamed's good enough to fight Light Tasker.
It's pretty bad Untamed.
I mean, Unsuspected Prey at least. I think Unsuspected Prey is better against Light Tasker than it initially appears because it does clean up a lot of the doors.
It does, yeah.
But yeah, well, I'll play it. Grasping Vines, probably pretty good against the libraries, right? I think you could end up in a situation where you're forcing Light Tasker to play cards that are already played. So.
Okay, CW Gasolina. The most dominant Gauntlet deck. Actually, the most dominant
The
Gauntlet
CW Gasolina?
I believe so. It was for a while, at least. Mr. Hyde, I know.
Mr. Hydeface.
The flawed commander.
The flawed servant.
Yeah, Gasolina was undefeated for a while on Gauntlet. Luria barely played the game. It just it did like 2 things.
And then generated like 14 amber off of Grey Riders.
Jeez.
It's the rare Sanctum side that like gets work out of Grey Riders, right? Like Grey Rider's good and all, but Grey Rider's insane in that deck.
Yeah.
Lyco Knight, right? Like you didn't have anything close to Lyco Knight in AOA, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I mean people dunk on Sanctum in AOA, but in sealed, Sanctum is really good because AOA is a lot about controlling the board, and Sanctum with like Liant Boutrums and Hadros Walls and stuff like that, you can generate boards. So triple red painted double Grey Rider, Grim Reminder. Yeah, I'd believe it. Yeah, just being able to Grim Reminder both Grey Riders at the same time, right?
Grey Rider is definitely one of my favorite Sanctum creatures.
Yeah.
Sanctum cards, really. 8. 8. 4. 6. Alright, Jeckfeet. It's time. It's your time now. It is
Oh.
not. This is not good. I didn't like the noise that you made. Well,
I love Worlds Collide.
it is great. That house combo is particularly fun.
Yeah.
Anything that doesn't have Brobnar in it, pretty fun. Just the potential of a Worlds Collide deck is next level.
Yeah.
Compared to other sets, I think. It is Pog Champ. I gotta get used to the Komodo being Pog Champ.
I'm fine with it.
That was great, yeah.
I liked the rotation. I kind of wish they'd kept the rotation, but you can really see how immature Twitch chat is with the PogChamp rotation.
Yeah, it was not great.
It's like the dude whose face PogChamp was basically said that, like, yeah, people deserve to die on January 6th, and that was like, for some reason people still wanted to defend the dude. So when Twitch was like, we're not going to really use your face anymore because of the incendiary things that you've said, a lot of people were like, why is PogChamp gone? It's like they don't even want to.
We're gonna not allow that to play her.
Yeah, we won't let that through. But yeah,
but we see your message. No one else does.
Yeah. Well, were those like emote combinations put together because it looked like the face was in the middle of a specific act, or was it just because she was a girl? Right. And I think it's just because she was a girl, because they then proceeded to use that emote combination with literally every other PogChamp that came out. So yeah.
Right. It just makes you. It means that you can say whatever you want without repercussions, which just isn't a reality in our world, in any world that's ever existed.
All right, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to start with Lay of the Land. I'll put that there.
Is Jeckfeet being destroyed or being the destroyer? Well, the 0-4 on the screen is representative of Jeckfeet's attempts to traverse the gauntlet.
Well, you see, the 4 represents the number of games it's played, and the 0 represents the number of games it's won. So to say it's been a bad night for Jeckfeet is an understatement.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
I'm going to play Comm Officer Kirby, who's going to play a Library Apollosaurus, and I will play Xeno Training, and it is your turn. I will draw 4. Yeah, Jeckfeet is getting demolished.
All right, I'll say Dis. I will play.
Three of the games have not been particularly close.
Key. I'm gonna mark of Dis the thing. I'm gonna Infernus your stuff, and I'll play Skixino.
No, it's the other way around. These are gone.
Your turn.
I will play a stealth mode. And it's your turn.
I'll play Shadows, I'll play a Rad Penny and draw and steal. I'll play a Subtle Auto. I'll play it there. No. I'll play Opportunist. Get out of here, crazy killing machine. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Odoak. I'll play Strix. I will Exalt Strix. I'll play Legatus Raptor. I'm going to put a Scudum on Legatus Raptor. And then I'll use the Library Apollosaurus on Strix. And it is your turn. I think there's... I think you can debate what goes where this turn. It's possible Scudum goes on the Odoax. The Odoax harder to kill. But I think being able to you put Scudum on Strix, that way I can pile Strix up as high as I want. But I've opted to put Scudum on the Legatus Raptor because it's got to fight to use its ability, and then I can fight with it more. So
I'll play Logos, play QMax, draw, play Cyberclone, draw, purge Odoak.
Odoak's already a target, right? So because of the no stealing, so getting rid of
your turn.
All right, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Telltale Vapors. Draw 2, archive 1.
Also, keep in mind, Jeckfeet was excelling at best of 3 matchups.
Yeah.
During the tournament.
I'll play Telltale. Draw 2, archive 1. I will play Quant, Eddie, archive, Apsis, and it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say this. I'll reap. I'll play Gateway. Get 3 chains. Archive this. Oh, what is this? Archive this. Shuffle this. This is dead. Play this stuff.
Alright, my turn. I am going to put my archives into my hand. Yes. Actually, I think not. I am going to play the Goddess Raptor. I am going to tribute. I honestly do not think it's worth exalting here because I don't. Well, you know what? This deck doesn't. Well, it does purge, right? Cybercoin's in the discard pile though. It doesn't have any other way to purge.
They're on the board now.
You know what? I will exalt. Give me these other 2. I am going to library. I'll play Praefectus Ludo. I will Phalanx Strike, Imp Spectre. Could lose something decent here, but I think I can live without it. Alright, so Molina is purged. And it is your turn. I will draw 5.
Play Shadows. I will play Vandalize. Oh.
Pterodactyl. What are the choices if you're discarding Pterodactyl? It's just you don't want to fight Pterodactyl.
Play 2 Dark Waves. Brabble blows up 2.
Okay. So these have damage on them.
I will discard Bow. Your turn.
I am gonna say Logos. I'll play Memory Chip. I'll play Babbling Bibliophile. I'll play Daughter. I'll play Quant. It is your turn. I will draw these last 5.
Play Logos. Grab Archive. Play Keymax. Play Redacted. Play Munchling. Play Connive. Play Inform. Yeah, I think you're on point there. The Gauntlet's definitely a stable. They represent prestige.
All right, I am going to say think I say Saurian here. I think that killing this little goddess raptor here is too important. So I'm going to say Saurian. I will have... I'll use Library of Palosaurus to basically take that. Legatus Raptor will crash into Ivan. And this gets dumped with Ludo. For effect, this Ludo is going to reap. I will play... I think I can afford to Axiom here. I'll ward the daughter. Get 2 chains. I'll play Gargantodon. And I'll drop a chain, shuffle, and draw.
Say Shadows, play Spike Trap, Reckless Rizzo, and Demo Thief. Jeckfeet just doesn't have enough board wipes for the Gauntlet, I guess.
Yeah. It was like good enough for mass mutations because I feel like a lot of mass mutations decks could like generate like 1 or 2 big boards, and once you dealt with those, but. Okay, I'm gonna put my archives into my hand and say Star Alliance. I'm gonna play Transporter Platform. I'm gonna play Kincan and Tabor and Exploro Rover and Galactic Census. There are exactly 3 or 4 houses represented among play. So Saurian, Logos, Star Alliance, Shadows is 4. So exactly 3 or 4. I gain 1. Yeah. And then I'm gonna zap. So 1, 2, 3, 4 again, right? So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Amber that would be destroyed is captured by a creature it controls instead, right? So I can put that on one of the creatures being destroyed here. Yeah. So I'd get it back. And yeah, that's that. I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
Alright, I'll say
check with 9.
Play 2 Dominator Bubbles. Will Implosion their Gargantodon. And I will use Spike Trap. You actually stole one.
Oh, because you had nothing with this in play.
Yep.
Alright, so I will forge. Wall did a lot of work. Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to archive a card. I am going to play Crazy Killing Machine. I will Telltale Vapors. It's so easy to play this card. Oh, yeah. Telltale Vapors.
It sure is.
Incredible. How does he do it? I will play Eddie and Archive, and I'll play a Battling Bibliophile and Wormhole Tech. And your turn. I'll draw 6.
I will play Shadows, I guess. I'll look over there, Eddie to steal 1. Play Red Penny and draw steal. I'll play Red Penny. Steal. You steal 1.
Oh,
you can. Your turn. That was 7.
I guess technically it would have been captured with the Gargantodon, the one that I stole earlier. Each amber that would be stolen is captured by a creature controlled by the active player instead.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Yeah, I should have 1 more amber then, right? Or should have?
Yes.
I wouldn't have forged, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, but definitely not with Eddie in play. But
yeah, definitely not with Eddie in play.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. My turn.
Yep.
Do I just say Logos and use my Logos cards? I'll say Logos. Create the most degenerate dinosaur turn of all time. create an absolute bacchanal of dinosaurs. I'll play Hapsis. I am going to Reap with Babbling Bibliophile and draw 2. I will Reap with Wormhole Tech for Kirby. I am going to Reap with Eddie. And then screw it, Crazy Killing Machine. Dinosaurs.
Shadows.
I guess I'll kill a Rad Penny that does not draw. And I have to blow up my library of Pulsars. The machine is too crazy! And it is your turn. I draw nothing. 6 cards in hand.
Play Lewis. A diametric charge on Eddie.
Dead. This kills the whole slew.
Play Dynamo and Engineer. Your turn.
Alright, I'll put my archives into my hand. And say Star Alliance. I am going to stealth.
Oh yeah, I could have played the Schemax.
Sure.
Would not change anything.
I will stealth mode.
Okay.
No events next turn. I am going to play Comm Officer Kirby. It's going to me play Interdimensional Graft. I am gonna transport platform Kirby. I'll replay Kirby. I will play Amber Tracker. I will play. I'm gonna Reap with Tabor to play Legatus Raptor. Kirby is going to play Phalanx Strike. Got 6. I'll dump 6 into the Titan Engineer. Then I will Exalt Legatus Raptor. Dump 6 in. I don't even need to dump 6 in any of these idiots. Those idiots can stay. Okay. And I will say check with 8. Did you want to keep your Nobu Dynamo around? Because
it gives you a key, or it gives you an amber, so
yeah.
I'll say this. Card pain reaction. Play Inspector, Brabble, and Furnace. I'll Reap with these 2. Where's the trip?
Why'd you discard the pain?
You play stealth mode.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I played so many and used so many cards last turn.
I will purge stealth mode, and you're gonna draw 3 more. I'll get Graph because I feel like I'm gonna need to burst high to get into this game, and I'll play Skix,
for a billion.
I got 4 destroyed effects to resolve over here. So I'll archive that. Shuffle this. We had how many total creatures first before I do this?
6.
5, so 11. So archive that. I will pull up 1. I will purge a card from your hand. I will flip my key. At least I get to flip a key. Yeah, I did not get to flip a key against Conphage, so. Or against Vivius either, right? Tribute. Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
I'm great at Inspector Strength, though.
It's amazing at the quality of card that's been purged from this deck.
Yeah.
That I just like. I'm like, oh, I guess that kind of sucks. It's not like Conphage where I was like Martian Generosity. It's this deck. It's like it discards a tribute. I'm like, well, I guess we don't have tribute. Still got Eddie.
Yep. Got a big demon over here. Keyforge.
All right, I am going to say, Saurian, I am going to play Senator Strix. I am going to Axiom just to get rid. I will play Prefectus Ludo. I'll play Legatus Raptor. I'll put the Scutum on Legatus Raptor. My library Polysaurus is gone. Okay, and I'll drop a chain. I'll draw these two and shuffle them.
Play Logos. Pick up Archive. Play Humex. Draw. Play Cyberclone. Draw. Purge. Ludo. Play Infomorph. Play Munchling. And I'm done.
All right, I am going to say Logos for the turn. I'll stop, throw a card in the archives. I'll start by Killing Machine. Star Alliance.
Shadows. Nothing. Oh, your transfer.
My transfer platform.
And
then this blows up. Okay, well. I'll play these idiots. And it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw.
Play this. Use Bobble, fight. Mark of Dis. Hit the Legatus Raptor. Play Implosion. Oh, I guess I could Implosion that away. Instead. And Reap with something. Then Reap with something else, and then play Gateway.
Yep.
Draw. Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna play Legatus Raptor. Go ahead, I'll draw it to you.
Play Logos. Your turn.
Why are you restarting right now? Lose to Redacted, I guess. Because I couldn't hit the crazy killing machine. It's so stupid. Alright, I guess I say Logos. I'll play Tau. Lose the mark of this. Oh my god.
We did it.
Sorry, I guess I archive for my turn and then archive for Tau. I'll Tau. Archive. I'll play Daughter, Wormhole, Eddie, Archive, for Lose to Redacted.
Boom.
Oh!
I'm typing the 1. Very
That was a frustrating game to lose.
powerful.
Because I felt like I was very in control of that game.
Yeah. You sure were. That is true. But Jeckfeet shows that it was champion for a reason. It could win out of nowhere.
I think most of the games that it won were on the back of Redacted anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I think Jeckfeet has a much better chance to win when it's got Redacted. I think my Crazy Killing Machine luck there was pretty below average because both decks have Logos, right? It's such a good chance to hit Logos every time you're flipping it. Yeah, I wanted to, that was like the whole reason I was using Crazy Killing Machine was to try to hit the Redacted, right? Because that's the way you lose a game like that.
And that's how Gasolina lost the game.
I still hate Mark of Dis. I hate that card so much.
Yep, well.
I hate Control of the Weak.
Yep, agreed.
I can't wait for that stupid house to not be in the game.
There's no disc in the next set, so you don't have to worry about it. Unless they randomly print that effect into another house, into Unfathomable.
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got less of a problem with the control cards existing on the table, right? Have I ever complained about Tesmal on the stream? I don't think so.
I mean...
Have I ever complained about Restrograntis on the stream?
Probably not. I don't think we really have a good Restrograntis deck.
I don't think I've complained.
But I'd be pretty surprised if you hadn't complained about Tesmal.
I don't think I've complained about Tesmal.
Someone,
at least not in recent memory.
Maybe
somebody with perfect memory.
Make a Logos version of Control the Weak. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be tilting. Player Herp. Find me the clip of Nathan complaining about Tesmal. I think you've been tilted because of Tezmal. You probably haven't complained about
I think Tezmal's fine, right? It's like Duskwitch, right? Like it's a very low power creature that if you can't answer, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So I cannot close the bets because my laptop restarted in the middle of this for some fucking reason. Take it up with Microsoft Corporation. Why they have to update their stupid computers?
What can be even more infuriating game mechanic than losing your turn?
Yeah,
not much, right?
The thing is, you have so many finite chances. What is he doing? Is he throwing
chewing
up?
on a piece of stone.
Chewing on a piece of delicious.
Stone is good.
The problem. And I guess another frustrating thing is that like the control turn effects initially seem like they're a skill testing effect. But in my opinion, they're really not, right? You only have a 33% chance to screw it up. And if you just count some cards, you're most likely to get the correct choice, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it takes much skill to know what to lock your opponent out. I like the blanket, like, can't play creatures for a turn effect, right? Because you still get to discard the stuff, right? A core game mechanic that exists is being able to discard cards that are not useful to you. And when you cannot take your turn where you need to discard those cards, then you don't get to use that core mechanic.
Also, why do those cards have an Amber Pip on them?
Yes.
Why is Control of the Week?
Right.
And Market just have an Amber Pip?
Yeah.
They don't need an Amber Pip to be good.
Right, because they're Amber control, right?
Yeah. They're game control. All right. That was our gauntlet. That's Mr. Jeckfeet. Mr. Jeckfeet, we went 1-4. Yeah. It's a very good deck. But it's still 1-4.
Yeah, I just think the gauntlet's brutal. Right?
The gauntlet is absolutely brutal. Absolutely.
I think the thing about Jeckfeet is it's like an all-arounder.
Yeah.
Right? It's really good in a lot of situations.
I mean, I think it could run through the gauntlet again and do better.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it can beat Count Phage, right?
Yeah, obviously. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Got the bets closed out. There we go. Like Peter's back.
So, we have everything except for an undercard. No, we do have an undercard match heading up, right? Did we redeem that? Code Red was going to do it.
Code Red.
No, who's going to do it?
Lord Farquaad redeemed an undercard.
Okay.
Mini cards don't deserve the Amber.
Put the stuff in Discord. Bill.
Yeah.
Bill said he was going to look. That's right.
The thing is, Stealth Mode is a card that existed already, right? Scrambler Storm existed already.
I think Stealth Storm and Scrambler Storm are fine.
I think they're fine.
Yeah.
I think they're totally fine. The thing about those is it shuts down the people who want to play like 4 routine job decks, right? Like I think you want decks in Keyforge that are fun to play, and you want chase decks, right? So like a 4 routine job deck is sort of its own chase deck to go after. But if you would play a deck that was 36 cards that just said steal 1 on them, right? So you need something that stopped those decks from existing, because otherwise everybody's just going to go try to find those decks that exist. So you need stuff that counter steal. Like I like there to be play and counter play in the game.
A chain on Control of the Week makes it a much more cerebral play, right? Because you're like,
is this worth the chain for me? You gotta pick when you want to play.
It's not just a mindless, I'll play it, I'll pick a house, something.
Well, and like, I think Binding Irons is a great... What? I think Binding Irons is an example of a great control card that's, that like, isn't as good as it initially appears, right? Because you look at Binding Irons and it's like, wow, my opponent draws 3 less cards, but your opponent has control over what they're playing every turn.
Yeah.
And your opponent could have sculpted their hand to the point where they're just they play 4 cards a turn, and it's like those chains didn't even really slow them down, right?
But yeah, I mean, one turn kill decks are obviously like that's a very not fun experience. The Pet Seed Library Access was particularly not fun because you just like sat there for 20 minutes while your opponent did stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's the difference, and the Martian Generosity typically just ends the game right there, right? Like, So, I think
Stealth Mode's good enough without a pip too, but I don't disagree with it having a pip. I think it's fine.
Yeah,
stuff like I like stuff like that, like not Mark of Dis, but Shadow of Dis and Stealth Mode.
I also don't mind. Like I don't mind narrowly targeted cards that have pips on them because, you play against a deck like Luria and it's like 24 creatures, and you play Stealth Mode and Luria plays 5 creatures. you're glad you got the pip in
Yeah.
that situation,
Yeah.
right? So
If Hella Chiller, Hella Blaster that pip. Yeah, Sanctum design is strange in that area. Right?
it's very curious. I think healing in general in this game is
overvalued.
Is way overvalued.
I agree.
Like healing blast, I think if you healed 2 or more on healing blast and you got 3 amber,
it's so hard to heal 4. It's even hard to heal 4 in AoE.
There's literally like 1 or 2 Sanctum creatures that even have enough health printed as they are. Now, there's enough Sanctum effects to get them higher, but most of the Sanctum creatures weren't even big enough to survive any confrontation that they had.
That card is best when paired with a Brobnar.
Yeah, Brobnar.
Side, right?
Definitely,
because you need like
because the Brobnar guys are big enough.
You need to lull up the Titan and all your 6 cost or 6 power guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's tough to do. Okay, that's it. That's stream.
I do like Great Rider plus Healing Blast. I know we're trying to end it.
Yeah,
but
Great Rider plus Healing Blast is good, and sometimes Healing Blasting your opponent's stuff is fine too, right?
Yeah.
Everyone have a great rest of the week. We'll be back on Sunday. Fight night number 7. The unknown deck will be taking on Light Tasker.
Yeah,
we'll see if that underdog can rise up the rookie through the ranks right into a main event. It's getting pushed.
Yeah,
this deck's getting pushed hard. So we'll see what happens.
Right, some shady deals have gone down in the back office.
We don't know what happened. It's just that's what happened. We booked the card. And we're like, who is this mysterious challenger?
So there you go. We'll see if random deck off the street can take on the champ. So
we'll see. Everyone, have a great night. Have a great rest of the week, and goodbye.
Later.